Well, hello everyone, and welcome, and as you can see, we are in Minecraft today, and that is because we are going to do, what are we going to call it? The village tour, that's what we'll call it. So, we're going to go to sleep, and when we wake up, we will not be in the house any longer, we will be somewhere else. As you can see, we have now slept, and we are on top of a mountain with llamas, and somewhere there is a goat, but I have absolutely no idea where the goat's gone. We're going to take the scenic route to begin with. We're going to enter into home via the monorail, and I particularly like the monorail. You know, this is just one of them things. I started building, I was like, you know what? I just started building it and then kind of went with it, and before long, we've built hundreds of blocks of direction, and that's kind of that. But here we are. We have a bit of everything going on at home. There's a few different buildings, because like I say, a few of my friends are on here. We've also got a zoo starting the form, so we're waiting for the camels to be added in. And as you can see now, there is the famous train station. It's right on the edge, because this is all going to get expanded one day. And yes, that is a snow biome. That is part of the zoo. Well, oh no, who put that? This is a joke. Whoever put that there, that is, oh my day, oh my day, stop it. There we go, we got the cart back, and what we're going to do is grab this other cart. What on earth is, who has just left? I hate some people, why do they just leave carts? Yes, that is a polar bear next to a chicken. For some reason he doesn't want to eat the chicken, but that's good, because it means the chicken can survive. And anyway, there is a little hut. This is home, in case you haven't figured out. There is a lot going on here, which we'll come on to very, very soon, including the mighty Pleasant Park. Plenty of turtles and foxes down there. Now, we're just going to get to the end of this track. I do not have a clue quite how long it is. It's meant to slow down over kind of the farmy zoo, because you're meant to be able to take it all in and enjoy the view. And as you can see, someone's got the log burner going and a cool looking potted tree house. I think that looks like it must be the end of the track. Well, it doesn't, but it looks like it's as far as we're getting for the minute. I don't have my wings on, so I'm kind of hoping there's... Aha! There is some water here! So, this is going to go well or bad, I'm not too sure. And it's gone well! Excellent. Now, yes, good, we can get out. I was thinking then, I'll just put ourselves straight into something. Oh my days, just get out. There we go. We are out of the water! Excellente. Okay, so let us begin with the settlement tour. These bees are what we call freebies, if you'll pardon the pun. They are not actually part of home, they just happen to have actually spawned naturally. We have frogs everywhere. There was a small incident in the frog hut, and the frogs just kind of roam the world, is the only way I can really describe it. But we'll go into the farm this way. You know, this is like the original bit we first built, and then somehow we did get the skeleton horse, so that was quite cool. Lightning strikes seem to happen a lot more nowadays. But here are the non-freebies. Most of them are smoked, a couple of them aren't, so that does cause issues sometimes. We've got the sheep here. Anything that doesn't look even or well built was done by my mate, such as, why on earth there's what, dripstone block there? I have absolutely no idea. We must again have had an instance. But over here, as you can see, is the polar bear enclosure. Now, we're not scared of the polar bears, so we will just go in here and try and find them. Well, there he is, he just sits in this corner. Laying eggs, apparently. That's the chickens, obviously. But there is another bear. We didn't make him lonely. There's the other bear looking marvellous. We won't hit him. That'll probably piss him off a bit. And here, this is the makeshift pig pen. They currently live with the pandas and the ocelots. There is a bit of a story to how the pandas got back. There is a happy panda in here. I think that's Happy Panda. Stuck in the corner. He kind of does somersaults when he wants to. Go on, there he goes, there goes Happy Panda. Get in. Believe it or not, this water system does all connect with fish. Just most of them seem to stay, you know, I'll show you where they all seem. Oh, there's some just chilling in here. We have got to be careful. The puffer fish do like to roam, but most of them just stay in this. There's the puffer fish. We knew they'd be somewhere, but there's like an underwater aquarium park. And this is what we call Pleasant Park. Chickens chilling in a boat. As they are, and more glorious sounds that we can put on it too. Let's get rid of one of these minecarts. No idea why I've got so many, but we will play. What? Someone has nicked the music disc from there? Of course they have. But anyway, there's Pleasant Park. A nice little jungle you can go through if you so choose. But crucially here is the frogs. Certain people like to breed them a bit too much. A ton of frog spawn, and then there is frog chaos. But not at the moment. All the turtles seem to find their way into here. I have to keep letting them back out. I think they're probably just climbing up the steps and in. It's quite irritating. But, hey-ho, at least they're all safe in there. And then lastly over here, we have the foxes. They probably have the biggest run of the mill. They have a nice big open area to explore and enjoy. But as you can see, it just keeps on kind of getting longer and longer as we go along. Now, I personally like secrets, so we have got something called the Lair, which we'll need this special book for. Believe it or not, the book is also called the Lair. It is a key. But, yep, dancing parrots. There they are, enjoying life. They always dance. Excellente. 2 bedrooms with inappropriate signs that have been put in. If anyone does happen to be a Man United fan, there's a joke just for you. If we come into here and just keep going to the top, we have premium items. Well, I say premium items, we seem to just have crystals in here nowadays. Into the storage room. Now, this is not the storage room, and yes, there is a track that takes us to all sorts of different places. This is the storage room. As you can see, we have a chest labelled for multiple things. The chickens like to just chill, kind of like that, so we don't really worry with them. This place is built a bit shoddy. It was like a day one build by one of my mates who abandoned it and built something else. But this is the villagers. Of Infinity, we have the one that repairs. There's all sorts. There's a villager for everything and some extra space where some of them have vanished. So the layer has a couple different ways in. We'll go in through the garden because the garden's quite nice. The garden has a well, if you're a fan of a well, and a little train station in here. I originally made this train station and then realised how many places there were we needed to link up, so I had to make a bigger one. But this is it. We have a trash compactor, first and foremost, in case, you know, we need to get rid of stuff. We'll get rid of some dirt. In it goes, and trash compacted. Happy days. There is a portal to the Nether. It is swamped with pigmen, and that is courtesy of my mate over there. You can just see it in the distance. Nether portal. It has caused all sorts of problems, but we have a lava door. We can go in through the lava door. Oh, yes. It is getting dark, but that's okay. Down here is fairly safe. Sometimes you will get attacked by a rogue slime, but we just have to put up with that. We have a map of the settlement. Yes, that is a ring of lava around a house. Fortunately, there's not too much wood around that. Otherwise, that would be carnage. And as you can see, it's quite a large settlement, really. All linking up and going different places. So that's quite cool. This is supposed to be a trophy room. The main trophy is the dragon head. I have about 4 of these. Each time I put a dragon head in here, it gets nicked by someone. So I've kind of stopped, and now we've just got all the different armours. We mentioned earlier about a special key, so we can pop that onto there, and this will open. There it is. We're back through here. What we're going to do, just so we can go out the back way, we'll flick that switch. We just want that to stay open. I have a thing for redstone. My redstone builds are not like you'd see other YouTubers do, but I certainly do like playing around with it. That's about as far as I can kind of say my experience goes. There's not too much to tell you in this particular room, so we'll just move straight on. Hopefully that's not going to squish me into the wall. There you go. Shut, closed. So, armor stand swapper. Again, not really ever in use. One holds bread, one holds diamond boots. Last time I was down here was when I just finished watching Mandalorian, so I thought it was an appropriate idea to start building the Great Forge. Make our way back up top. This would be the appropriate... lit up, so you can at least tell. The jungle line does take us all the way to the jungle. That is about 6,000 blocks. My mate dug essentially a 3x3 tunnel. It took ages, but it does reach there, and we obviously have home. Down to the end if we need to get to the end. And all those places that are lit up do generally take you to those locations, so they are quite long train tracks. We do have wings, which you would think to yourself, oh, you need to go to the jungle, you just use wings. Well, if you want to bring pandas back, it turns out flying is not the best way. What we're going to do is we're going to head over to this tree house. Someone else has been in and not shut the door. Why people don't shut doors, I will never know. But we will head upstairs just so we can have... that's not how you go upstairs. Lovely jubbly. Right, we are at the top. We have made it. And look at that. That is... I'd say it's a good view, but it's dark. We can't really see much. But there are 2 dragon heads. He covered them over with vines. I feel like if we could uncover the actual dragon heads, that would be quite cool. But it is a lava house over there. Storage in here has probably been raided numerous times. So not a proper entrance into it yet, but there is the XP grinder that is sat here. They'll probably have spawned down by the time we go upstairs. That just takes you outside by the looks of it. Now, if we go downstairs, there is something very, very interesting down here. This is, I'll let everyone come to their own conclusions about this. They are all named. All different names. Lurking here. One is a frog. We have a dead horse over the other side. I presume the chicken's going to go in one of them. Oh, there's a sheep. So there you go. You can all draw your own conclusion while my mate's done different names there. Nothing has come down yet, which is... No, there he is! Moan and you shall receive. This is what has caused absolute carnage at my nether portal. There is just so many little particle effects. When I'm playing on the Xbox, this is Lag City. Little bit of history to our settlement. This is what originally created our world. So we were minding our own business and it became night. So there's me trying to build a house. My mate, as you can see, he's called Tom. Here once lay Tom's I shat myself dirt build. Now obviously I couldn't write that in there. I've had to substitute it for pooed, poo apostrophe D. But this is the block. Well, one of the blocks. There's another one underneath it. He just built straight up. And there was carnage. Things were killing me, shooting me. Were they getting him? No, of course they weren't. Because he's at the top of this block just watching. Laughing. The place is called the Love Shack. Home of Ian and the Mole. So, folks, that's kind of like the tour done, really. There's probably some bits I haven't fully mentioned. We have got an automated potato farm over here. One of the updates broke it, though. I'd be intrigued to know if anyone in the comments would have a clue over how we can fix this. So this guy used to pick the potatoes and throw it to this guy, but obviously it wouldn't make it, caught in the hoppers and into the chest. Problem is now he just picks them and he don't throw them at the bloke anymore, which is really annoying. He does come over and stand here like he wants to, but he just can't manage it. So we have to go in and manually pick the potatoes up, which isn't the end of the world when there's a lot there. Anyway, folks, so my kind of plan is I'm going to just do more content on kind of generic PC games anyway. I've been saying it for ages, but I've got quite a good setup here now to be able to allow me to actually do what I want to do. But we've got to finish building this monorail at some point, so we'll probably join along for that, for monorail construction, see how far we can get, and on other adventures that we go on, including continuing to expand the zoo, because that is something really cool, and we want to have like a little train that goes around the zoo like you would get if you've ever been to one. So anyway, folks, for now we're going to leave it there, but I'll be back in this world very, very soon where we can actually start to get on with doing some bits and bobs. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you happen to be new around here, please do leave the video a like and of course subscribe, and I'll see you all again incredibly soon.